In the 2000s, when our country's economy opened up powerfully, people's living standards improved day by day. Alongside economic integration, then, cultural exchange also witnessed vibrant shifts. Unique features of world culture were introduced to Vietnam, such as music and cultural products, and most notably, cuisine, with the emergence of the culture of liquors coming from the West. In Vietnam, during this period, the alcoholic beverage market witnessed a massive influx of products from renowned liquor brands of the UK, France, and Italy, which we commonly refer to as Western liquor. Back then, mentioning names like Chivas, Johnny Walker, or XO was seen as a symbol of luxury and wealth. Western liquor was present at luxurious parties, served as precious material gifts, and was a topic in the conversations of the wealthy. Once established in the market, some more affordable brands also seized the opportunity to reach out and compete for market share with Vietnamese liquor. People used to think that the appearance of Western liquor in Vietnamese meals was inevitable as society developed and integrated. In reality, that is not the case. As people's living standards become increasingly high, and after experiencing massive waves of cultural influx, people finally have the time to contemplate, to better understand the cultural values from abroad, and see the sophistication of indigenous culture more clearly. Liquor and drinking culture are a prime example. The preference for foreign products has caused Western liquor to dominate the market for a long time. But it is time to return Western liquor to its true cultural space, which is that of purely social networking parties in bars or clubs. Today, consumers are trending back towards traditional liquor, a familiar beverage bearing the deep imprint of Vietnamese culinary culture, created by the Vietnamese people, handed down and preserved for thousands of generations, as a way to return to the most original values. When traditional liquor is positioned within the culinary culture, modern people cherish it even more. Vietnamese liquor, distilling the essence of heaven and earth and the spirit of the Vietnamese nation, can completely reach beyond the strip of land, shaped like the letter S, appearing as a symbol of Vietnamese culture, standing on par with sake of Japan, soju of Korea, and many other names. All of that shows that the potential of this product line is immense. Vietnamese liquor is like a precious gem, but buried deep underground, needing a great source of energy to be unearthed and polished, so that gem can truly shine. That source of energy is none other than Vietnamese enterprises themselves, where capacity, experience, and rich cultural capital serve as the premise to build traditional liquor brands strong enough to affirm the position of Vietnamese liquor in the domestic market and reach far internationally, so that anywhere in the world, Vietnamese people can be completely proud of their homeland's traditional liquor products. Recognizing this, Thai and Engineering and Technology Company Limited, a member unit of Năm Sao Viet Science Technology Enterprise Group, joint stock company, a science and technology enterprise, has pioneered research and the application of scientific and technological advances into the clean liquor production process. The company has built a clean liquor production process that is synchronous and closed-loop, fully ensuring food safety and hygiene conditions in accordance with the regulations of the Ministry of Health. Cooperating with Thái An in equipment investment and receiving the transfer of the clean liquor production process has opened up a blue ocean, a market area large enough to help Vietnamese liquor take the throne and bring business value to enterprises investing in this field. It can be said that introducing a closed production process following the one-way production principle, standardized at all production stages, is the decisive factor for fermentation efficiency, contributing to increased productivity and enhancing product quality. The clean liquor production process, developed by Thái An, is an inheritance that selectively adapts traditional fermentation methods on a synchronous equipment line. The finished liquor retains the full flavor of the ingredients and ensures food safety and hygiene according to the regulations of the Ministry of Health. To date, this technology has been certified by the Institute for Research and Development of Quality Standards of Vietnam, with many large-scale production facilities across the country applying it successfully and being well-received and highly rated by consumers. To spread Thái An's clean liquor production technology further and make it easier for customers to access, we have produced this documentary to introduce to you in detail the clean liquor production process following the technology proposed by Thái An. Accordingly, the traditional rice liquor production process consists of 8 main stages. Step 1, ingredient preparation. Step 2, starch gelatinization. Step 3, yeast inoculation. Step 4, primary fermentation, the starch saccharification stage. Step 5, secondary fermentation, the alcoholization process. Step 6, distillation. Step 7, refining and aging the liquor. Step 8, aging to maturity and packaging. The steps in the liquor production process are formed based on the method of producing traditional liquor of Vietnam, consulting with leading experts in the field of producing alcoholic beverages, ensuring food safety and hygiene conditions. The entire production process is carried out on a synchronous equipment system designed, supplied, and transferred by Thái An. The details of each production step are as follows. Step 1. Ingredient preparation. Ingredients are carefully selected by workers before processing to remove impurities and insects mixed in the rice, then washed and rinsed under clean water. This action, besides removing dirt, also helps limit the effects of chemicals used for anti-mold and anti-termite purposes during storage. The rice after being washed is drained before moving to the second stage, starch gelatinization. Depending on the desired flavor, we choose one of two types of ingredients, white polished rice or brown rice retaining the bran layer. Step 2. Starch gelatinization. This is considered an important stage determining the result of the fermentation process. Creating a traditional liquor product using traditional herbal yeast requires higher starch gelatinization techniques compared to using other types of liquor yeast. Depending on each type of rice, the water level, cooking time, and rice incubation time will vary. During the production process transfer, Thái An technicians will guide in detail and accompany the customer. The rice after the gelatinization stage must meet the following basic requirements. First, the rice must be cooked evenly, not dry, and not have an uncooked core. Dry rice affects the yeast absorption process, reducing the efficiency of converting starch into sugar. Secondly, rice must not be kept too mushy or have grains break apart due to condensation. In this case, the yeast absorption process is poor, and foreign mold strains can easily develop, affecting the flavor and yield of the liquor. Step 3. Yeast mixing. Depending on the taste preferences of different regions, appropriate liquor yeast is selected. In Thái An's clean liquor production technology process, we recommend that customers research and aim to use northern yeast strains, purebred yeast strains cultured in nutrient-rich substrates containing natural herbs, which resonate with the scent of glutinous rice to create the characteristic flavor of traditional liquor. At this stage, we need to note not to add yeast when the rice is still hot or the surface has dried out. Step 4. Fermentation stage. The fermentation stage consists of two phases, primary fermentation and secondary fermentation. Before going into the details of each fermentation phase, we need to understand yeast and the nature of each conversion stage to optimize the entire fermentation process, aiming for the best liquor flavor with the highest yield. For standard yeast, the yeast contains two common microorganism strains, mold and yeast. Each microorganism strain will perform a different task during the fermentation process. Mold will participate in the process of converting starch into sugar in an oxygen-rich environment. As for yeast, it converts sugar into alcohol in an anaerobic environment. Northern yeast has lower activity than other yeast strains. Therefore, it is necessary to use standard fermentation equipment to create a favorable living environment for the best growth of microorganisms. The primary fermentation process requires an oxygen-rich environment to help mold increase biomass production and generate many enzymes to maximally convert starch into sugar, limiting the symbiosis of foreign bacteria participating in the fermentation process. The use of trolley racks and specialized multi-tiered trays from Thái An, with an optimized design where trays containing fermented rice are stacked on rack tiers, and the distance between trays is calculated so that air is continuously exchanged, helping to maximize the surface area of ingredients in contact with the air, creating favorable conditions for primary fermentation while making it easy to control temperature throughout the fermentation process. In the secondary fermentation stage, in an anaerobic environment, yeast uses sugar to convert it into CO2 and alcohol. Secondary fermentation, using specialized fermentation tanks, besides fermenting a large quantity of rice and liquor in each tank, helps save space and offers convenience in production, and also ensures an ideal environment for fermentation, such as ensuring an absolute anaerobic environment to help yeast maximally convert sugar into alcohol, preventing symbiotic microorganisms during fermentation, and overcoming the issue of sour liquor or the formation of scum on the surface. Secondary fermentation undergoes two phases, rapid fermentation and slow fermentation. In the first 5 to 7 days, the product of the fermentation process mainly generates alcohol. After this phase comes the slow fermentation process. Some esterification reactions occur, helping to enhance the liquor's flavor. However, also during this stage, if the fermentation tank is substandard and ingredients and yeast are not controlled, biochemical reactions will appear, creating unwanted compounds that reduce the quality of the liquor. A typical example is the intrusion of acetic bacteria, which use nutrients in the fermentation tank to create acetic acid. On the surface of the fermentation tank, much scum appears, resembling pickle scum or eggplant pickle scum, resulting in finished liquor with high acidity, tasting harsh and slightly sour. Step 5. Liquor distillation. Liquor distillation is the process of separating the mixture of alcohol and aromatic compounds from the solution based on the vaporization temperature of certain compounds. With each compound having a different vaporization temperature, separating and recovering the desired compounds is not simple at all. In every country, there are different liquor distillation methods. These methods have their own advantages and disadvantages. Therefore, depending on the capacity, financial resources, and the demand for recovered products, producers choose suitable distillation equipment. In the clean liquor production process, Thiet's European technology, multi-stage distillation tower, is considered the heart of the entire process. This distillation technology is commonly used in developed countries, the homeland of world-famous liquor brands. The research, design, and development of this technology were carried out by Thiet Technology and Engineering Company Limited, Năm Sao Việt Group, since early 2017, with the desire to introduce advanced technology to preserve and enhance the quality of Vietnamese traditional liquor. The localization of technology and the popularization of this technological solution in almost all provinces and cities across the country are gradually bringing true value to Vietnamese traditional liquor products. Regarding structure, this equipment consists of 4 main modules: the raw material containment and heating chamber, the multi-stage distillation tower column system, the heat exchange system for liquor condensation, and the control module. The raw material containment and heating chamber has a capacity from 250 liters, 5,000 liters of fermented mixture, depending on the corresponding product code in different production scales. With diverse materials ranging from imported pure red copper to stainless steel, standard thickness from 2 to 5 millimeters. Heating is utilized combining a 380 volts voltage source or saturated steam to optimize the fuel available at each production facility. Technically, the equipment is designed based on aerodynamic principles to optimize the heating process. The pressure balance assembly helps the heating chamber remain stable, preventing sudden pressure surge incidents or negative pressure causing equipment deformation. Welds use laser welding technology, which, besides ensuring aesthetics, also helps the welds meet pressure standards in environments of heat and chemical corrosion, helping to extend equipment lifespan and ensuring absolute safety during operation. The tower column module, composed of 100% pure red copper imported from Korea. Depending on the distillation capacity, the tower column diameter varies correspondingly from 250 millimeters to 800 millimeters. Through 6 refining tower plates at each distillation stage, alcohol vapor passes through these tower stages in turn. With a special structure of bubble caps, the mass transfer process occurs on the surface of the tower plates. The process of changing state from gas to liquid is repeated multiple times. Increasing the contact between constituents is the premise for chemical reactions to occur. Analysis results show that in the first portion of alcohol escaping the tower column, it mainly consists of light compounds evaporating at low temperatures, where the content of impurities like aldehyde and methanol predominates. These compounds not only create a pungent odor in the liquor, but are also the direct agents causing dizziness, vertigo, headache, and nausea for the user. In the final portion of alcohol, also due to physical properties, some compounds like higher alcohols rich in fusel oils and organic acids have high vaporization temperatures and large molecular weights. Therefore, when evaporating into the tower column, the optimal refining process causes these compounds to condense and quickly reflux to the stages at the bottom of the tower column to reflux back into the distillation pot. This is considered the #1 superiority that other distillation technologies cannot achieve. Removing these compounds helps improve liquor quality. The liquor no longer has a sour taste or the burnt smell of fusel oil. At the same time, the drinker does not suffer prolonged fatigue because the body loses a lot of energy to metabolize it. The middle portion of alcohol, also known as the heart of the liquor, the traditional beverage bearing the rich flavors that any consumer or producer desires to have. Optimally separating impurities in the heads and the tails helps the liquor's flavor become pure, with a crisp taste and a deep, gentle aroma. There are 3 main advantages when discussing the multi-stage tower distillation technology. First, it maximally eliminates impurities such as aldehydes, methanol, fusel oils, and high organic acids, substances that affect the flavor and safety of the product. Second, it completely removes sulfite compounds including SO2, SO3, and H2S, byproducts generated during the final stage of the fermentation activity. These compounds have a burnt smell or the fetid odor of soaked bamboo. If they are not removed, besides being harmful to the body, they also reduce or destroy the traditional flavor. Third, the finished liquor has high purity. When observed, the liquor looks as clear as spring water. The mass transfer process at the 6 tower stages, corresponding to distilling 6 times according to the single evaporation distillation method, ensures the liquor right after distillation has a sweet and soft aftertaste, like liquor aged for 36 months. Condensation module. The use of a shell and tube heat exchanger, besides optimizing space and saving cooling water, ensures the condensed liquor product always maintains a temperature corresponding to the inlet temperature of the cooling water, reducing liquor loss compared to some other heat exchange methods. At the finished liquor outlet, the alcoholmeter is always placed in a static state, helping the distiller constantly control the alcohol content at every moment of observation. Electrical control system. One of the fundamental factors when operating the distillation tower is the stable control of the heating system at all times. Heat supply that is too high or too low directly impacts the quality of the finished liquor. When the heat is high, steam generation pressure is great, easily entraining unwanted compounds, negating the value of separating the heads and tails through the distillation tower. Conversely, low heating prolongs the distillation time. At that point, the metal material constituting the tower is prone to changing its mechanical and physical properties, creating chemical reactions between acids and the metal material itself, forming other toxic byproducts. A common example seen in copper liquor pots is that in cases of overheating or excessively long distillation times, the finished liquor takes on a brick red color. That is copper oxidation, the result of the chemical reaction between copper and organic compounds present in the vapor mixture from the fermentation broth. Regarding the electrical system controlling Taian's equipment, 100% of the electrical components used are genuine parts from Mitsubishi, Japan, offering high reliability. The entire distillation process is set to automatic. Operators do not intervene throughout the operation process. The heating system automatically switches on and off, helping to stabilize heat throughout the distillation process. At the same time, the solenoid valve system actively opens and closes to supply water for the condensation process. Smart operation, safe equipment, easy to manipulate with high reliability are the conveniences brought to customers when using the multi-stage distillation tower from Tai, an engineering and technology company limited. The unique point and difference between Taian's production process compared to processes proposed by other units is the liquor refining and aging step. So why, in the clean liquor production technology process of Taian, is it mandatory to use refining and aging machines? Before answering this question, let us explore and understand the structure and bonding of compounds present in the liquor solution and how they work. The main components in the solution include alcohol and water. Regarding molecular structure, water consists of 2 hydrogen atoms bonded to an oxygen atom. They are bonded together by covalent bonds. Since the electronegativity of oxygen is greater than that of hydrogen atoms, the shared electron pair is pulled towards the oxygen, creating polarity within each H2O molecule. Due to this polarity, H2O molecules do not stand alone, but they often bond multiple H2O molecules together, creating water molecule clusters, also known as water networks. The bonds between H2O molecules in the water network are due to electrostatic attraction caused by polarity. This is an intermolecular bond. As for alcohol molecules, the OH group present in their structure also creates electrostatic attraction forces to bind many alcohol molecules together. Therefore, the liquor solution mixture before refining and aging will exist in the form of water molecule clusters. This bonding and arrangement is non-uniform. They create localized pockets, and from these localized points, create shock, harshness, and difficulty in drinking. Liquor aging technology is a technological product patented in the US for the first time in 1947. The technology has been applied in Vietnam for many years with the combination of high-frequency, ultrasonic waves, alternating magnetic fields, and multipolar magnetic fields. This combination of agents creates mechanical waves with appropriate amplitude and frequency to break intermolecular bonds. The separation or fragmentation of alcohol and water molecule clusters forms oppositely charged electrons. Under the directional role of the magnetic field, electron pairs are rearranged together, creating uniformity among molecules. The refining and aging process makes the liquor smooth, soft, and especially, the process of purging and eliminating alcohol from the body is many times faster than when liquor has not been aged. Due to the microscopic structure of alcohol molecule clusters, the body expends less energy during metabolism. To gain a more realistic view of the production process, interested customers please contact the team of experts at Tai and via the hotline number 09697-65101 or 0398088101. Website, thietbithaian.com. YouTube, thietbithaian. Taian services include preliminary consultation, investment estimation, site survey, floor plan layout design, equipment arrangement according to the one-way production principle, supply and installation of the complete set of production equipment, production process transfer, consultation on quality standard registration, production operation permits, website design, brand identity, Logo, slogan, and labels. Some typical clients include 1. Mok Yen Hung Whiskey, with 2 high-end product lines, capturing the full sublimated emotions, which are Mok Yen Hung 365 and Mok Yen Hung 730. Dr. Jack Whiskey, a premium brand, the pride of the people of Hu. Ken Lok Whiskey, Cow River Herbal Rice Wine Factory in Bok Ken, Taejong Liquor Factory in Sao Bang, Bong Son Liquor in Dong Nai, Mr. Tom Liquor in Bin Duong, Duke Duong Liquor in Hanoi, Stone Gourd Liquor in Bin Din, Vin Lac Dao Daisy Liquor in Hung Yen, Min Luong Liquor in Ha Tin, and How Long Liquor in Long An.